So, okay. Good evening again, people. I am going to try again. I was trying to stream Train Simulator, a new route, Peninsula route, and I ran into problems with the train management system tripping the pneumatic control system, TMS, PCS. In other words, if you don't, it puts the emergency brakes on. And first of all, the process they describe for resetting the brakes is incomplete. And even when you do that, you don't seem to get going. So there's no throttle. So much for that. Okay, so I'm continuing a trip that was from Kem down to Örebro. I think that's in Sweden, still in Sweden. And this is my ETS2. This is my Scania truck. I needed to get back to something restful. The train simulator is usually restful, except when it's broken. I don't know. So, okay, we got gas. We got gas. Got truck noise. How am I in truck noise? See if I'm here. That too bad? No, that's not bad at all. I could probably go higher in truck noise. Let's go. Come ça. Okay, so what did I do? I parked here at this garage. So just need to get out. Need to get out and turn every which way but loose. The game will probably tell me which way to go. "5:34 in the morning. Ah, yes, the game's going to tell me to turn right. This is a pretty small exit from a garage, eh? I mean, it is what it is, but still. Oops. Oh, the back end's not that bad on this. Okay. Oh, I'm looking at the truck noise now, and I'm seeing. Okay, we're gonna go to the options here and change our. Is the music too loud? A little. Put everything pretty well in the middle. Okay. Whoa. Okay. That was me jamming on the brakes. That would have been a nice start for a trip. Not. Why am I not seeing my I'm not seeing anything here on my. There we go. Yes, one train to avoid for a while. I'm thinking I know one game to avoid for a while. Depending on the response I get from DTG. Can you use the TS tools to swap in another train if you want to play the scenario itself with the other train? If I have to use tools to swap in a train, and then this is a defective game. Sorry. It's not worth me to learn or to do that to get the game working. Some of the TS summer sale. Oh, I'm not going to buy another train simulator product in the near future. I'm too pissed off. This sloppy QA from them. And then the process, the whole thing about describing the process, how to reset, and neglecting to say that you actually have to hold the lever till you drop the brake pressure to 0. We were just moving it to emergency. The hell was that? Why did that guy pull out? This one did make me bitter. It did make me very bitter. I've played this for a long time, and I put up with a lot of shit from DTG. So I know he just leapt out. Sometimes the AI comes out and then pauses. He didn't. Totally his fault. I know. I don't know if I got damaged. Did I get damaged from that? Let's see. Oh, wrong button. Sorry. Yeah, I think that about it here before. Okay, so we're going through here. Through a bunch of customs. Yeah, I've had the AI do that before. And I know people get pissed off when the AI does that, but that's because it's realistic. That's what people do in real life. Some people drive like idiots in real life. And so the game is just has some sort of idiot parameter or something that's set to, 0.2 or something. The stream I had last week was fun. Or a couple of days ago on ETS2 with my Vendertron, where I almost tipped the truck. I cut a corner. I cut a corner to the right going onto a narrow road, and I had ignored the fact that there was a big pile of gravel on the corner. And so as I went around the corner, the trailer went up, and I suddenly realized I was at a 45-degree angle. So I saved it in time, but and then going down, then there was that, going down a ramp on a curve, and he asked me if my signals were still on, and I looked down to check my signal at the same time I turned the wheel. Now see, that AI has stopped. Let me out, even though it's a yield sign. Yeah, so I looked down, turned the wheel, and I tipped the truck on a narrow ramp, and I was jammed in there. But I mean, I had a bunch of new users chatting with me. Names I hadn't recognized before. Now, I don't know. They wanted me to play music. Another one wanted me to drive Southwestern Railway. Oh, well, if you look at the stream that Vendertron and I did when we went from Istanbul, when you go from Istanbul, which is Turkey, into Europe, you go through, there's a mandatory weigh scale, there's a documents check, and then there's a border check, and then there's another documents check. You scan through this thing and it says, oh, x-ray, you passed the x-ray. Oh, there was an x-ray? Oh, it's just, I think you go through about 6 different checks. It's pretty funny, just because there's so many of these damn things. So it's too bad those guys dropped off, whoever they were, wherever they were from. I said I was going to try again, but I looked through the forum. I thought I found a fix. Didn't have a fix. I figured out how to get the reset pop up. I don't know how to disable the ACS. Not the ACS. It's disable the train management system, TMS. Somebody in one of the comments said, "Oh, yeah, disable it in the options," but they may have, just speaking hypothetically, they may not have actually have done that. So a Mexico check. I don't know. You just check everything. Well, these ones are there for a reason too. It's from Turkey into Europe, or Europe into Turkey, and I guess it's not into. It's not into the. You know, not into the common market. Not into Euroland. So this is a 20-hour trip, so 60 minutes, so it could be till 11:30, but I don't really mind. I enjoy I'm enjoying the so it should be just like this, eh? I'm enjoying the rest of driving my truck. My Scania. Now there's a Volvo. There's a new Volvo on this, which I understand is pretty nice. Do I have it? I do. So Volvo FH Classic. So 800 horsepower. I bought it, built it, and I'm not sure. Well, I should drive it. Maybe I'll drive it next. If I post about you ran into the official forum, sure, go ahead if you want. No, you can do so. Yeah, if you want to. What do you mean the official forum? Oh, I mean the DTG forum. Well, I've submitted a trouble ticket. Wait until we see what the trouble ticket is. If they say we're really busy and your trouble ticket's important, we'll get back to you within 2 weeks. Yes, then you can include that in the post. Okay. Oh, okay. I getcha. Yes. I mean, the one problem, well, 3 problems. The first problem is this damn thing trips, and if you look when you're driving the train, you can see that it's the same thing that the ACS does on some trains. You can see that alerter button. So if you hit the alerter button quickly, then it clears it and you're good. If you don't, then the train management system triggers the pneumatic control system and you skitter to a stop. Then the next problem is the process that tells you how to reset that doesn't tell you that you have to actually hold the lever into emergency until you lose all pressure. Then take it back to release. And it doesn't address the fact that usually I still have no power. Put the reverse in forward, roll up, push up the throttle, and nothing happens. No increased engine sound. No movement of the green, of the needle into the green. So yes, I could try to turn the train off and on. Yes, I could. I am aware of the fact that I could try to turn the train off and on again. And in fact, I have turned the train off and on again. Sorry. I know you're trying to help. But I'm bitter right now. And I also can try to restart the game. And I can also clear the cache. Tried all those things. When I was playing it earlier today, I got it to work. I got it to give me the gas again. I'm not sure how I did that, but well, the engine button is the automated way of doing the cold start procedure. For this one, I think there's this train. Again, this is for a fairly recent route. It's a very unimpressive engine. None of the switches work. Hardly any of the switches work. Except the thing that sets the brakes, but hardly any of the switches work. So you can't turn the field on and off, and you know, all those things you do in a cold start. Up in the panel behind, there's a big yellow engine stop button and a big yellow engine start button. That's it. So which does the same thing as the ones on the HUD. You know, that green start button on the HUD. I should really check to see when I think I'm going to be leaving Rust Map. Oh, I think I have left Rust Map. I think it was in here. I think I've left Rust Map, and I am now in. Guess I'm in Finland. Helsinki? Is Helsinki Finland? Oh, I forget my countries now. Yeah, we are in Finland. That's what I thought. I didn't think we were in Sweden yet. Yeah. But I mean, I'm not at Helsinki yet, but I think I've left the Rust Map add-on, so I thought it was, but it was. So the Rust Map, I like that one. I got excited. Jace Meister, he's working on the ATS mods for Midwest expansion. He started in Chicago, but he's just going wider and wider, and he's gone, you know, northeast towards Ontario, and he's done some links into Canada Dream. So he was talking about towns and cities he was updating, and he was saying he'd updated a lot of stuff in Ottawa. I got all excited. And then I realized he was talking about Ottawa, Kansas. Like, yeah, whatever. Okay, let's put on the cruise control now, because we can. There, that's better. I washed my living room window today. It hadn't been washed probably in a year. The landlord was going to do it last fall. I never got around to it. He was going to do it this spring. Never got around to it. And there's a hose that they'd hooked a hose up in front so that they could water the garden, and it was just there. And it had a nozzle on, so I was out for a walk today, and I got in. I just turned on the hose and sprayed the shit out of my windows, including the screens, and oh look, I can now see out the front. What the hell are you doing up here, buddy? Oh, it's a street cleaner. That was interesting, the way that guy just kept right going. Hey, Ventertron, how you doing, my friend? I had to rage quit my train simulator, so I'm back in ETS2. Driving from Kem in Russia to something or other in Sweden. I'm about a little over halfway, so I still got 20 hours to go or 60 minutes real time, but I bought a new route in Train Simulator because I wanted to try some new scenarios, and it looked like a nice route. It is a nice route. It's fairly new, but there's a nasty bug in it, for me anyway, so ruined a couple of streams. So I've drawn a trouble ticket. I felt like using that option that's in Tabletop Simulator, where you just flip the board. A friend of mine, I forget, somebody was saying, oh, you mean the Monopoly option. Oh, 16 infected, 6 dead. That's serious. Wow. And unusual. I mean, well, as you know, unusual for a hospital. I mean, we're not talking, you're not talking a retirement home. You're talking a place where, geez, these guys are weird, these cars. Oh, I guess. Apparently the testing has changed here. I'd been thinking of just wandering in at random just to get a probe stuck up my nose just to see if I had it, even without any symptoms. But apparently now that they've opened up access in Ontario to seniors' homes, they've got requirements for, vigorous requirements for testing. I think every time, before you go in every time, I think. Hey, yes, I'm coming out. Which means that the testing centers, suddenly they've got people in this, you know, feels like, you know, 38 feels like 42 heat, standing in a parking lot on asphalt for 2 to 3 hours waiting to get in to get tested. They're saying, oh, you know, people should bring, you know, bring a chair, an umbrella, bring water and stuff like this. And I'm thinking, let's get a little more proactive. Let's set up tents. Let's set up chairs. Let's hand out water bottles. I mean, and let's open more testing centers. Jeez. Okay, I'm done. I was talking to my sister about the NHL opening up. When is the NHL going to starting that reduced playoff? Is it going to be in September in Toronto and Edmonton? because that's going to be weird. It's like it's several games a day, I think. And supposedly the players are all I think they're using extra rinks in town because they have to have, because they can only have 8 players at a time in a practice or something like this, and they're all getting tested all the time, and they're all locked down in a hotel. But well, I don't know. Hopefully, none of them try to. If any player, I guess, was stupid enough to try to sneak out to see his girlfriend or something like this, and brought COVID back to the rest of the team, I'm guessing he would get beat up all to shit once they got on the ice. But some MLB baseballers. And I'm hoping that there's no I'm hoping there's no severe penalty for them for not wanting to play, because you know it's the advertisers that want MLB to play. Well, I mean the fans do, and a lot of the players do too, but the pressure shouldn't be on them. You know, it's not I know the hockey is going to be playing to empty arenas, but it'll be a shortened season, so there's going to be hockey on TV all the time. But then that means that people are going to be packing into bars in the fall to watch hockey on TV. So yeah, I know, and that's the problem. There's going to be a lot of teams from America coming up to Canada. Why would we want to do that? Oh, because we can. We want to jumpstart the economy because we can make a lot of money. I don't know. I was debating going down to Toronto or coming up here, having my girlfriend come up here. I definitely wouldn't go to Toronto if they start playing basketball or hockey there. I know. Oh, I know. This is all economy driven. But I think are the Raptors, like NBA is starting too, I think. Oh yeah, stations for lost revenue. Well, I know it's a big hit. Oh, it is a bad idea, but yeah, you're right. I hadn't really thought of that aspect, but you're right. You're bringing people up. You're bringing teams up from. I mean, they were going to have it in Las Vegas, and they just there's a train. See, that one's working. They didn't. They moved it from Las Vegas to Edmonton, I think, because Las Vegas has so many infections, or the area does, but it doesn't really make any difference if you're then bringing all these potentially infected people up to Canada. Yeah, there's a reason we're allowed in Europe now and Americans are not. Sorry, I'm chuckling at that cartoon I saw about the U.S. Trying to get to Mars, but they can't get to Europe. So I don't know. I'm trying to be cautious, although my sister was talking about something she was doing and said, "Oh, she was being cautious about something." She said, "My God, I'm turning into my brother." Okay, well. You should, because she's older than me. Whoa. There's a reason the border, yeah, still has restricted travel. I know. I don't know. I don't know. It says 100, but it's 80 for trucks, I think. So I like ETS, and especially the non-Autobahn section of ETS. France is okay, but France has toll booths every 10 kilometers. Germany, the big Autobahn is just meh. Now I picked the small road option for this, but there's not much choice in Eastern Europe. Or Finland, for that matter. A lot of 2-lane highways, so. Ooh, excuse me. Yeah, the guys, the people that joined me briefly, the new people that I hadn't seen before my stream. A couple of them, they wanted me to play music. Yeah, play some AC/DC, or I explained a couple of times that if I play music, then Twitch will mute my stream. So they're pissed off, and I said, well, I can see Twitch's point of view because it is copyrighted music. Just like if somebody used my book without paying me somehow. You are correct. They do not mute the live stream yet. I think they are. I've read that they're thinking of it, but they mute the replay, and if I export it to YouTube, YouTube will mute it. So right now you can stream live with music playing, but I think they are some streams have been shut. Some of the more popular streams have been shut down, I think, for doing that live. So they are watching. And the problem with them muting it on the replay is people don't get to hear your commentary either. So if you were explaining something and had music in the background, and they hit a lot of the tunes. I guess, well, I mean, muting it in a live stream, if you're muting it for music in a live stream because you've said you're not allowed to play music in a live stream, then I have no problem with that, really. I mean, I have a problem, but it'd be nice if you could do it and just pay the artist somehow. But there's not a way to do that, so. You know, if you paid so much a month or something, and then the artist got paid the same pittance that they do via Spotify. So I have to make a apple fritter loaf tomorrow. I made an apple fritter loaf yesterday and it was a disaster. I don't know if we got any bakers on the stream, but what have I got the brakes set to? I could do less, I guess. Maybe there. I made this loaf with chopped up apple in it, basically. And the woman, they called for 2 apples, and the woman said she really likes apples, so she uses 3, so I put in 3 apples. Now that was probably a problem because, but she doesn't say, she probably adjusts some of the other ingredients, because 3 apples is more moisture than 2 apples. Like an extra apple. So. And it was much too thick a batter, so I added more milk, and I probably added too much milk. So the end result was I baked it for an hour and 15 minutes, and it was still too mucky in the middle, like cooked but doughy. So I'll try it again tomorrow with 2 apples like the recipe called for, and just a bit more milk. It tasted damn good though. Jeez, I thought this guy was, he really acted like he was gonna cut in. I guess I have to, I was gonna say I have to lean on the brake, but it's such a pathetic, oh, what's your problem, buddy? Oh, it's a yield. Oh, okay. I might have been wrong. I thought I had read that they were muting live streams. The next step would be muting live streams, and that they had already observed, the writer had already observed this on some streams, so, you know. I guess they have to be careful because if it's somebody who's really popular, they're making a lot of money for Twitch too, aren't they? Okay, through town here. Oh, we probably don't need our high beams on, eh? Oops, oops, a lie, oop a lie. Well, let's just do this, okay. There we go. We're good. Just wondering, why is the road going there? Oh, because we're doing this. Now, where are we going when we get here? Notice the way I just casually, Kapelskar, okay. No, it's kind of weird the way this is set up, because it looks like the ferry boat is going through a marsh, but maybe it does. Do. Not a lot of room there, eh? No, we did not hit the mirror. Okay. And we'll go there. Embark. 9 hours. Lots of Uros. It'll be darkish when we get there. Yep. Now we want the lights on. But we are in Finland, so we may be in the land of the midnight sun. Right? I've been here before, so I sort of know where to go. Ooh, excuse me. Stealing a burp with zero alcohol beer, right? Oh, I'm close. I've only got 5 hours to go. I got like 15 minutes, so we will finish this in a timely fashion. Well, 11:20, so. I wonder if tomorrow the fence is going to get started, the fence building. The landlord had indicated that they were going to start Tuesday and build it this week. But nothing happened Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday. It's been, you know, high 20s, low 30s with the, feels like in the 30s, 40s, so. And it's my landlord's brother-in-law, I think, that's building it, probably free or on the cheap, so. Not a lot of motivation, I don't think. There we go. Well, if they didn't want you to drive on that cement, they wouldn't have put it there. Right? So. Sorry. Sorry, my dude. Okay, let's look at the map here. We are sort of there. I'm not sure why I picked that. Doesn't add much to it, does it? Oh, because we got small roads, so we could have gone like that. That's 338 as opposed to 4:30. It's an extra hour, an extra 3 minutes. Now let's go here and because they're all small roads, really. Unless we really want to go to Uppsala. Still thinking about it as I drive here. cruise back on. So we'd be done in another 10 minutes, I guess. Oh, he was just wandering off. Ooh, that's a nice building, that big T. That's cool looking. Whatever the hell it is. So it's, yeah, it's 1 o'clock in the morning and we are in Finland. Land of the mid and in the summer, so I think that's pretty well as well. The darkest part is not midnight, it's after midnight in this game for some reason. Might depend. I think I've got time zones disabled. Don't know. So, oh, he's not on there anymore. I was gonna ask Vendortron, who's still on, if he wants to, still keen on a convoy next Tuesday night on ETS2. Maybe I'll just plan it. I'll plan it and post it. Starting in Istanbul, probably server 1, because I think that's the one with more people on it. Even though it's not very busy, it's nice to occasionally see other trucks. And show up at the garage, the repair place in the middle of Istanbul on D100. Not the one in the northwest. And it's a non-collision zone. Show up with a trailer. I mean a cargo, just take a cargo. Take a cargo going from Istanbul to, last time I had Istanbul to Zurich, which was 90 minutes away, but it took us a while to get going and a while to get there. We never did get to Zurich. I'll pick a city that's maybe 60 minutes away from me. A fairly major one, and it should be easy to get a cargo. And I tell people, if you can't get a cargo, you know, like if you couldn't get a cargo from Istanbul to Zurich, well, get one from Istanbul to Rotterdam or something, or to Berlin, and go as far as Zurich, and then either carry on and deliver it, or just abandon it, lose the money. Most people, by the time they get into multiplayer, have lots of money. Oh, that guy seemed to be wandering a bit. Let's drop the speed and let him get ahead. Could do a convoy with a heavy haul too. We passed some people doing a convoy. There's some people, they had a modded truck, obviously, in multiplayer. They somehow had hacked their save or something, because they were pulling a flatbed with that switcher, diesel switcher engine, which I think it's from Jazzy Cat's railway cargoes or something. That's fun. It's heavy. So there's like, I think there were maybe 3 or 4 of them, and they all had that same heavy cargo. They were waiting for each other, and they weren't too. They didn't crowd us or anything. So. And we were on in the late evening. We have 8:30, 9 o'clock Ottawa time, so that means middle of the night for Europe, you know, wee small hours in the morning. Maybe I'll do more ETS instead of train simulator for a while. Think about it. Or the Hunter Call the Wild, although I'm just starting off in the Silver Ridges, whatever, that latest DLC. I don't know where anything is. Oh, I think we're close to our drop-off. I'm thinking. I'm, yeah, 28 minutes away, so that's like a minute and a half in real time. Centrum. Centrum is usually that's what we want. Okay, we'll get the right of way. Oh, nice water tower or a sculpture honoring the UFOs of the area. Ah. Alright, bro. Okay. Glad to discover it. Oh, and often in these towns, when you come in late at night, you get flashing lights. We good? We're good. Not a lot of traffic here. Almost there. Certainly is not a direct route to get to the bloody drop-off. Here? No, it's down this road. Ah, Loriskin. Okay. So I'm trying to think what's on my schedule for tomorrow. Maybe Friday is supposed to be an ETS day. My channel would say in the schedule. The time is wrong, but the days are right. Think we're gonna make it here? No, we're not. Okay, well let's just go like this then. Ow! Geez, got a sore butt. And oh well, okay, so we made 55,000 euros. Long distance bonus, proficiency, alright. Okay. Now if we want to get something from here, we are Oribro. Would probably be fun to go across here. All the way across here to, oh, it's a Stavanger. That'd be a good trip. But I make that for my next trip, not today. Oribro 2. You have a Stavanger? Do not have a Stavanger. Do we have anything in Norway? No. Go back to Russia. No, we can go down here to Romania. That'd be a fun trip. We'll think about it. We'll think about it. Thank you for hanging out and chatting, my friends. And I will be on tomorrow. I forget what I'm doing tomorrow. My let me look at my channel. My channel should tell me what I'm doing tomorrow. Back to Twitch. It'll tell me very slowly. Yeah, I think from down to, I just wanted to see, just want to tell people very slowly. Oh. Yeah, I think from down to, I just wanted to, there we go, we'll get that off so I don't listen to myself talking. Yeah, ETS2, I thought, so. Do try another train thing, get your mind off the buggy one. No, I'm trying ETS2 to get my train off the buggy one. When's my next train day? Whatever my next train day is, my next train day is not until next Monday. So I'll think about it between a Monday. Yeah. Monday's my next train day. I'll see if I get a response. Anyways, thank you very much, my friends, for hanging out and viewing and lurking and cheering and supporting and chatting. And we'll catch you tomorrow. So stay safe, stay healthy, stay away from each other. Ta-ta for now.